Now, here's Alex Faust and Jim Fox with the Fox Sports West pregame report.
Hey everybody, Alex Faust here. The Kings taking on the San Jose Sharks tonight at Staples Center, coming off that nice road trip and that win over Chicago on Sunday. Just getting a little bit of exercise here on the Ballona Creek Trail, practicing some social distancing, keeping my distance with other riders on the trail, but excited about tonight's game. Thanks again for all the support and all the good wishes here with all you fans tuning in to see these games here on Twitch. It's been a lot of fun to see these Kings taking on their opposition as originally scheduled here through the EA Sports online simulation. Kings taking on a Sharks team that they've played fairly well against. They played some tight games against them this year as well. With more on the matchup, let's welcome in Jim Fox.
Let's start with the San Jose Sharks. A disappointing season to say the least for San Jose. Made some trades in the last couple of years. Last year, Erik Karlsson coming over, draft picks going the other way. Thought they had enough firepower to get things done. Maybe they did, but especially early in the season, a big concern for San Jose, and everyone was talking about it. They could not get the goaltending at an NHL level. No matter how good or bad the team was playing, it didn't matter because the goaltending was not there. That has forced San Jose to go into that transition phase. Younger players coming into the lineup. That is where they are right now, and those players getting some quality ice time. The same type of thing applies to the Los Angeles Kings, of course, on a huge winning streak right now, but the younger players are getting more ice time. Talking with Todd McClellan, the head coach today, he mentioned Jeff Carter still rehabbing his injury. So what does that do? It inserts those younger players into the lineup and also gets them more quality ice time. Velarde, around 20 minutes. Blake Lizotte, he gets up there too. So now you can have different slotting with the young players called upon to get the quality ice time. The Kings have found ways to win games. Defense, offense, but balanced attack, that is getting the job done. I do have to take a moment right now to thank all the first responders out there, all the people on the front lines, the doctors, the nurses, the firemen, the police, everyone getting things done. Don't forget about our daily lives too. The garbage men picking up our garbage. What about the drivers driving and keeping the supply lines open? Make sure that we go out of our way to let them know how much we respect what they do for us. That's it. Alex, back to you.
All right, Jim. Kings, Sharks here tonight. You know what that means. It's a rivalry game on a Tuesday night. Excited to bring it to you here. Enjoy the game, everybody.
Homebred Kings, part of LA, part of the community, part of the Kings organization. They have the Kings tattoo on their heart.
To get through a marathon, it takes a lot of those intangibles. It takes heart, it takes commitment, it takes sweat and blood and tears. And there's no shortcut. You have to run every mile. It'll take a lot of work, but we're prepared to get it done.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Los Angeles Kings! And now the starting lineup for your Los Angeles Kings. On defense, number 6, Yoakum Ryan. On defense, number 8, Drew Doughty. At left wing, number 19, Alex Iafallo. At center, number 11, Anjay Kopitar. At right wing, number 23, Dustin Brown. And starting in goal, number 40, Cal Peterson.
The Los Angeles Kings would like to take a moment to acknowledge tonight's hero of the game. Tonight, we recognize all of the heroes on the front lines of the pandemic. We thank all of the doctors, nursing, and healthcare workers, along with the emergency responders, grocery store personnel, delivery workers, and truck drivers, and all of the everyday heroes volunteering, helping neighbors in need, donating goods, services, and dollars in efforts to support our country through this challenging and critical time. Kings fans, let's hear it for our heroes of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zandra Harbit.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting and gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Every hockey fan can appreciate it's a clean sheet of ice and we are about to get underway. The Sharks start with possession as we are now underway. Kane's going to play it against the half wall. Slammed hard against the wall.
That's a 50-yard dash in a 25-yard gym.
Over the line they come. And player hauled down to the ice. Looks like we got a tripping penalty coming up here. There's the whistle. Let's get the official decision. Tripping the call on the play.
I don't necessarily think he's trying to trip him here, James, but he gets the stick into his feet. Down he goes. All right, Staples, center it. Your Kings are on the power play!
And the man advantage unit comes out to
San
go
Jose
over.
penalty to number 88, Brent Burns. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 33 seconds. Burns a minor penalty for tripping at 33 seconds. That means your Kings are on the power play.
The lane was plugged up and that shot's blocked. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Pumps it away in his own end. Gets it out of his own end. Quick pass to Walker. On the attack along the boards. Moves the puck. Lets it fly. Nowhere for that shot to go through. And manages to clear the zone. Sends it over to Burke. Sends a pass over. From point blank. Moves right to the middle. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Gets it out of his own end. One last rush here on this power play. Puck moved over to Burke. With possession along the wall. Scores! Putting the power play. This morning. A quick start, we got it here.
Aggressively out of the gate, you want to push the road team into a place of uncomfortability. They've done that, and they have a 1-0 lead.
Los Angeles goal scored on the power play by number 10, Michael Amadio. The assist to number 29, Martin Burke. And number 46, Blake Lizotte. Time of the goal, 2:13. Amadio on the power play from Burke and Lizotte at 2:13.
And look at this, it's a pairing all alone. Tested there, but rose to the challenge. We're still in the early stages of this period. We've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. Back underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. Too much traffic in the lane. Los Angeles gains a hold of possession. Receives the pass. Moves it to Doughty. And that goes off a player. San Jose's got a hold of it against the wall. Takes it across the blue line. Here's the pass. And that one's turned away. Couture's won the draw here in the offensive zone. And that's broken up with a stick in front. Moore's gaining momentum. Handles the puck. Excellent stick work on the play. Couture's carrying it ahead. Read it perfectly and breaks up the play. Pushes it across to Burke. Burke's got it along the wing. Move to the middle. San Jose's got the puck in their own end. Quick feed to LeBanc. Nice pass. Kane's got the puck from the back end. Passes right to the front. Great defensive play to come up with the puck. Takes the feed. Ferk's got it against the boards. A chance in front and makes the routine save. And now he moves it quickly to Carlson. Here's a shot and makes the save. The Kings will play it from the defensive zone. And that's intercepted.
The Sharks continue to be in the right place at the right time. Another intercepted pass.
Wagner's got it across the line. Moves it around along the half wall. Along the half wall with the puck. Taken along the wall by Wagner. And now it's grabbed by Wagner. Moves the puck along Great heads-up play in the defensive zone. Quick pass to Carlson. Carlson's got it in the offensive zone. Intercepts the pass. This could be something. Scores! We're all tied up!
And now their bench has a little more belief as they've evened up the score. What a nifty play. He uses great moves to pull the goaltender out of position, slides it across, and his teammate gets to slam it into the cage.
We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. You can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game.
San Jose goal scored by number 70, Alexander True. The assist to number 68, Melker Karlsson. Time of the goal, 7:17. True from Karlsson at 7:17.
Easily turned away by the glove.
Daddy shark, daddy.
Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Carries it across the line. Sends it across. Stopped by the goaltender.
We often talk about a goalie's reflexes. You've got to have quick hands to make a glove stop like that. We'll get a look at that crushing hit again. Right along the board. He finishes right through the player.
Good read by the winger as the two centers tie up. San Jose's got the puck along the wall. Smart heads up, play to neutralize the threat. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. And the pass is picked off. And they'll be forced to regroup after the puck bounces out of the offensive zone. Slides it diagonally to Kempe. The Sharks have it in the offensive end. Lets it rip. It's in the back of the net. He scores!
A couple goals in right around a minute and 50 seconds.
You take a timeout here on the other side.
I would have taken one then, and I'd take another one now. This drives coaches crazy. Everybody's staring at the player behind the net. He's only dangerous if you turn the net around. The dangerous guy's in front of the net. Oh yeah, he's the guy that scored.
San Jose's got a one-goal lead here in the first. What's the message on the bench, Ray?
The message is to be aggressive, to get another one, to try and stretch a lead that you've just built.
San Jose goal scored by number 40, Antti Suomela. The assist to number 46, Joel Shellman. And number 73, Noah Gregor. Time of the goal, 9:06. Suomela from Shellman and Gregor at 9:06.
There's the whistle from the linesman calling an offside. Plenty of playing time left in this frame. San Jose's got a one-goal lead. While the centers are jammed up, nice job by the winger to steal the puck. Ferraro's going to play it against the half wall. Here's a short pass to Ferraro. And he slides it quickly to Vlasic. And now he tries to get it across to Ferraro. Puck scooped up by Iafallo. Now he takes it over the line. Tried to make a move and the puck hops away.
One too many moves. The shot might have been there, but the puck's off his stick.
Pins him against the boards as they battle for the loose puck. And a poke check knocks the puck away. Makes a move and the puck hops away from him. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Jabs the puck away. Sends the pass over. Stones him in front.
Oh, you're not going to get a better chance than that, but the goalkeeper does a great job.
On the attack along the boards. White in front. San Jose's got a hold of it along the wall. Kane's got it on the offensive end. Hammers it. Comes up with the stop. McDermott stick handling in his own zone. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. And he makes the save.
Really good positioning as he makes the stop from in tight.
Takes the pass. And not much on that one. More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. It's 2-1. Amadio's won it off the faceoff. Slides it on over to Wagner. Dumps it in. San Jose's going to play the puck from behind the cage. Oh, and a great defensive play there. With the stop, the Sharks gain control of the puck against the wall. I think it's a chance for a breather here as he hangs on and covers the puck up.
Who, for the players or for you?
Well, I won't complain.
San Jose's had an amazing start. They've been on the body, they've got the lead, and they look like they're carrying the play.
San Jose's capitalizing their offensive abilities here in this first period. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. With possession along the wall. Los Angeles gains a hold of the puck against the boards. Moves it around along the half wall. Moved out in front. Stopped by the goaltender.
No room for the shooter. The goaltender snuffed it out.
Another stop by the goaltender. San Jose's up here in the first, and they could easily be up by more based on what they've done offensively. Puck is dropped, and we are back underway. Here they come on the attack. Offside the call, and we'll have a face-off just outside the blue line. San Jose's still got time here in this first period to increase this lead. And play resumes as the puck is dropped. Middleton's got it along the wing. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. There's the whistle, and a penalty is coming up on this one. Pretty cut and dry trip on that play.
Coaches will tell you, be careful with your stick, but you're trying to get the puck. I don't think a lot of times they do it intentionally.
All right, Staples, center it. Your Kings are on the power play!
Another power play opportunity coming up here.
San Jose penalty to number 67, Jacob Middleton. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 14-10. Middleton, a minor penalty for tripping. At 14-10, let's hear it, LA. Your Kings are on the power play.
Kill a few seconds off now with the puck. And manages to clear the zone. Los Angeles has it behind the cage. Kopitar's got it against the boards. And that one's broken up by a great defensive play. Carries it in. And now he angles it across to Vlasic. And now it's over to Couture. Gives them nothing in front. Up along the wing. From the left side into the middle of the neutral zone. Lets it fly. Nice save by the keeper to trap that puck to his chest. Getting into the later stages of this period, it's a 2-1 game. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. Carlson's got it into offensive territory. Los Angeles tries to break out from their own end. Along the half wall with the puck. Quick feed to Walker. Great glove save! Good job tangling up his opponent here. More time off the clock as they grab the puck. in behind the cage. Penalty has expired. Both sides back to even strength.
Well, that's a missed opportunity, isn't it? A chance to tie. They don't cash in, and now we're back to 5-on-5.
Los Angeles has it in the open ice. And he loses both the puck and his balance after that hit. Score!
Game back to level now. Anybody
Thornton's won the
Los
draw during the open
Angeles
ice.
goal scored by number
Heat.
29, Martin Furr.
Along the half wall.
The assist to number 46, Blake Lizotte.
Here's an odd man
And
rush.
number 10, Michael Amadio. Time of the goal, 16:44. Burke from Lizotte and Amadio at 16:44.
Takes the feed at the back end. Big save.
Sometimes you're in close, there's no room to put it anywhere. The goalie smothered it all.
Great positioning in the defensive end. Oh, what a chance, and he puts it wide of the net.
Good delivery, he got rid of that in a hurry, but he ends up missing the net.
To his teammate, and that's broken up with a stick in front. Noson's got it in the offensive zone. That's off a stick. The Kings gain possession along the wall. Kempe's got the puck with authority. Slides the puck across to Carlson.
Oh, the athletic therapist is already waiting for him at the door. He got crushed on that hit. He needs some help.
Here's a short pass to Middleton. Brilliant save, read it perfectly. And that's
Last
broken
minute
up.
of play in the period.
Lewis plays it along the wall. Lewis setting up against the wall. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. And the puck leaves the zone going back to center ice. The Sharks scoop it up along the boards. Looking to make something happen along the boards. And that one's broken up by a great defensive play. Here's a chance. Into the corner of the attacking area. Oh, that's tremendous poise in the defensive end to break off the pass. There's the horn ending period number 1. We are all tied up at 2.
That's the end of the first period with your score. Your Kings 2, San Jose 2. Shots on goal in the first period for San Jose 13. For your Kings,
While both
10.
teams get a refresher, we'll take one ourselves heading into the second period.
Hey, Kings fans, Carlin Baith here from Fox Sports West. Welcome to the Intermission Report. I'm joined now by LA Kings forward Michael Amadio. Michael, you are home right now in Sault Ste. Marie, Canada. How are things going for you, and what have you been doing to kind of pass the time here?
A lot of video games are being played right now. Netflix, playing cards with my family, just doing anything I can really to stay busy and keep my mind off things.
Okay, well, let's break down some of those things that you listed right here. When you say video games, what games are you running right now? What are your favorites? Who are you playing against?
I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty and Fortnite, obviously, and then a little bit of NHL 20, ESHL with a couple of my buddies from back home. So those are the 3 main games I've been playing.
What about Netflix? Do you have any shows that you're running through? Any recommendations for Kings fans?
Well, I started this new show that's been everyone's been talking about. It's called Tiger King. So
Yes!
I just started that. Ozark season 3 came out, so I gotta start that, and I think that'll keep me busy for the next little bit here.
How wild is Tiger King? No pun intended there. Like literally, like it's so crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy what's going on over there.
Oh my goodness. How have you been keeping in touch with some of your teammates and friends here? Because, you know, this whole social distancing thing, it's making it pretty hard for people to get in touch in person. But, you know, we're FaceTiming right now. Are there any teammates you're kind of keeping in touch with like this too?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely texting with a couple guys, obviously still, and then playing Xbox with them too. So, staying in touch, and it's a pretty weird time. So, kind of just trying to take our minds off it by playing video games.
You mentioned card games earlier too. What are some of those games that you've been playing with your family? Because I know Canada's got some card games of their own that have become pretty popular that I remember my grandparents playing. What are you guys playing up there?
Nothing too crazy. We play just Schnarples or Euchre, so we keep it pretty simple at home.
I love that. And then how has your workout routine been? Have you gotten creative with kind of like the home atmosphere of things? Are you, you know, crushing tomato soup cans for curls or anything unique like that?
Yeah, I don't have a home gym here, so I've just been going for walks, runs, doing a little core exercises, anything I can really to just try and stay in shape.
You're in a pretty beautiful place to take some walks outside, so you're lucky in that regard.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, Kings fans clearly miss you guys on the ice. Staples Center was showing some photos of, you know, them removing the ice from the arena. And it was kind of a real moment for fans. And, you know, knowing that the season is on a pause like this, is there anything you have to say to kind of comfort fans during a time like this?
Yeah, just the King fans, we miss you. We want to be back playing in front of you as soon as we can. But for the time being, just stay safe and practice social distancing and do whatever you can to take part in protecting yourself and others.
Well said, Michael. Thank you so much for your time. Take care up there. And hey, work on getting a dog because Bark Madness next year, we want to see an Amadio dog here. We want one.
I'll see what I can do there.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thank you.
All right, Kings fans, it's time for a little Bubble Royale presented by Blue Shield of California. Here is how the game is played, boys and girls. We've got 3 contestants, 3 bubbles, 3 rounds. We've got Justin, Chris, and Matt competing tonight. 2 of them are friends and know each other. The other one doesn't know any of them, so this could get a little weird. But 3 rounds. The last person in the center circle at the end of each round automatically advances to the final round. I think we're in place and we're ready. All right, you guys. Round 1, here we go. 3, 2, 1, take it away. And they're off. The harder they run, the better. Ooh, green is almost out. Blue is out.
Blue is out. All right, we're on to our
advances.
second round. Red advances to the final round. All right, it's blue versus green. The winner of this goes to the final round. Blue, you ready? Green, you ready? Let's go. Here we go. Oh, God, that was violent. He's still in. Green's going back little by little. Oh, blue goes on to the final round. All right. All right, we got to get this coordinated. Blue, this is your side. Get to your corner. All right, here we go. Ready? You ready? Feel good? You stretched out? All right, here we go. Blue, you ready? Final round, the winner. 3, 2, 1, go! The Bubble Royale for all the championship. Oh! Wow! I don't know if we've ever had a first run defeat. It took 1 run to win it all. How does it feel to know you are Bubble Royale champion?
Gotta be honest, don't know how I got out here. Somebody definitely tricked me, but...
Can you give us a big Go Kings Go?
What was that? Go Kings Go!
There we go. Give it up for him one more time. Well done. Our Bubble Royale winner.
Brought to you by Blue Shield of California. We are committed to your care. Because when you feel great, you're unstoppable. Find out more at BlueShieldCA.com.
Everyone, he's Ray, I'm James. Second period set to go. Second period now underway. We'll see how much
longer this thing stays tied. Well, we've got over 20 minutes played thus far. Ray, how have you seen things?
Los Angeles has another gear or two than they played in that first period. They don't have many shots on goal. Probably lucky that the game's tied.
Lots of time left in this period. We are all tied up in this one. Center's jammed up and the winger grabs the puck. Aya follows, swooping in on the attack. San Jose's got the puck along the wall. Pushes it across to Couture. And the puck leaves the zone. Doughty's moving it ahead. Here they are on the attack. Puck battle along the boards. Slides the puck down low. Takes the puck into the corner of the offensive end. Moves it to Doughty. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. And as he opts to freeze the puck, we get a whistle.
Starting to look like a little bit of a fire drill in the zone, so this is a good play.
Thornton's won the faceoff. Quick feed to Shimmick. Myers picking up steam. Los Angeles gains a hold of it. It's a 2-on-1. Great defensive effort breaking up the pass. On the attack along the boards. Los Angeles will play it from behind the net. Roy's moving the puck through his own zone. With possession along the wall. Quick pass to Moore. He got all of that hit. Takes it across the blue line. There's the whistle. Offside is the call.
Myers made this part of his game. He levels his opponent here.
Puck is dropped and we are back underway. Puck dumped in. Los Angeles has it behind the net. Handles the pass from the right side. Los Angeles gets the puck near the boards. Lets one go. Stopped by the goaltender. Sends it in on the attack. The Kings get a hold of the puck along the boards. Carries it across the line. And we've got a 2-on-1. Answers the call with a big save. James Cybulski, Ray Ferraro with you here in the early going of this period. It's all tied up. Nice start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. It comes up empty. Jostles the puck loose. Moves it quickly over to Wagner. Misses the net.
Not going to be happy with this. He's got the opportunity to score. Doesn't register a shot on goal.
Oh, puts it wide.
Hit the net. No chance to score if you don't get the puck on target.
Moves it around along the half wall. From one end of the blue line to the other. Los Angeles has it in their own zone. Wagner's carrying it ahead. Here's a shot. Oh, he misses an opportunity there.
Looking to be too perfect. Get it on the net. You've got a better chance to squeak one through the goaltender than if you miss it outside the net.
Through center along the wing. Puts it in deep. Los Angeles takes possession along the wall. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Comes up with the steal. Pokes it away to stay on the attack. Slides the puck over. Kane's going to play it against the half wall. Gains control of the puck here at the line. Save made by the goalie.
That's why a goalie can never relax. He makes one stop. Now he's got to be sharp to make another.
Kempe slides it back into the corner. Yandel and Velarde come together. Roy plays the puck around to Velarde. Centering pass, Burke! Did it go in? It did!
Gabe, you guys have played together before, so when you're reading, do you know Martin's going to get the control or a nice little bounce between his legs pass there? You're gauging your speed there as you're
In this instant, not really. I'm not really thinking about Marty on the wall. I'm thinking about just kind of trying to be low. And Hoffman there, he does a good job initially covering me, and then he goes off a bank pass to Furky there, and Furky makes a great play to me, and I'm under the play, so I can get the puck and get in the zone.
There's a couple of loose puck battles that are going to come up right here. I mean, it's not like you have to, right here you kind of lose it.
Yeah, lose it. On there, I'm just trying to tie up his stick so he can't rim it, because I know he's trying to rim it, and Juice is coming around.
At any time right here, you're not going to go any closer here, right?
No, no. I mean, yeah, I got to go stay just if something would have happened. I'm the third guy. I'm just trying to kind of see where the puck's going to pop, and, you know, now Juice had it there, and he makes a nice play to Royce.
You're maybe looking for something in the front, but you don't hesitate at all as you peel off to behind the net.
Yeah, so I'm looking at Royce. Royce's obviously not going to get a shot through there. When I was skating there, I see Furky down on the other side. I take a quick peek again there. I see Juice skating away.
How difficult is it to pick up the puck, take a look, find the puck, do it all in one motion? Because you do take a peek over your shoulder right there to see where the next play might be.
Yeah, I have to take a look before I get the puck. If I get the puck and then I look, it's probably going to be too late. Yandel's got a good stick there. He almost gets it with me not doing that. So, again, it's Furky getting in that open area. It's if Furky doesn't go there, there's no play.
I knew as soon as Gabe's got the puck down low, that's the kind of signal for me to try to find open spot right in that slot. You know, I knew he was going to go from the first post.
I mean, it was a whole play. It's not just me and Furky. It's Juice making plays, too. I mean, off the cycle there, if you watch the whole shift, I mean, me and Juice are working down low. He's the high guy, so if we do mess up down low and we lose it, Furky's in a good area to be the third guy kind of thing. Royce makes a smart play just by getting it deep.
And now Juice is the backup guy.
Exactly.
Safety
yeah.
valve.
So a whole shift is a good cycle shift. I mean, that's the stuff that we need to do on a nightly basis to be successful. It's crazy that, like, when you look at it so intently, but the amount of times we've done this drill and with Craig Johnson, Jared Stoll, and these guys just working on this stuff, it's crazy to think about. Like, this is the exact play that we work on in those development skates and those one-on-one workouts on the ice with CJ and Stoley. Like, this stuff, we work on it for 20 minutes at a time kind of thing, and it's pays off, right?
Martin Burke getting it under the crossbar.
Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. The next goal could be a big one as we are tied. Kopitar's won it in their own end. And it's a quick pass to Brown. Brown's got it along the wing. Takes a shot. Stopped by the goaltender. The frozen biscuits dropped, and we are back underway here. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. Shoots it. No, denies him with the save. I think he got the blocker on it. Picked up along the boards by Anderson. Here's a short pass to Iafallo. Along the half wall with the puck. Comes up with the stop. Oh, reads it perfectly. Here's a chance. Knocked away. San Jose's gained possession along the boards. Shot with the stop. No, he scores. He thought he had it, but it must have gone off him. It's in the net, and that's a goal.
That shot just overpowered him, I guess. He stopped most of it. It just trickled through and rolled into the net.
He's given themselves control of this game now with a one-goal lead in the second.
They'd like to get another before they go in for the
San Jose goal scored by number 28, Timo Meier. The assist to number 7, Dylan Gambrell. And number 38, Mario Ferraro. Time of the goal, 7:33. Meier from Gambrell and Ferraro at 7:33.
Stopped by the goaltender. Again, he scores! Jumps on the rebound, buries it. Puck is dropped. Play resumes.
Los Angeles goal scored by number 12, Trevor Moore. The assist to number 42, Gabriel Velarde. Time of the goal, 8:01. Moore from Velarde at 8:01.
Let's see what the officials say. And it's going to be 2 minutes for hooking on the call. A lot of people debate, is this a lazy penalty, the hook?
I don't know if it's lazy all the time, but it's a penalty of being out of position. Your stick's parallel to the ice, you get called all the time.
The Sharks will have a chance to get on the power play for the first time this evening.
And so they'll get their first power play of the evening. At the very
Los Angeles penalty to number 15, Ben Hutton. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 8:38. Hutton, a minor penalty for hooking at 8:38.
Power plays as the game goes on.
Good defensive effort to poke it away. Gets it out of his own end. Moves it to Kane. Grabs the puck here in their own end. And manages to clear the zone. Looking to break out here on the power play. Quick feed to Meyer. Moves the puck along the half wall. From the point, he scores! A friendly ping on that one.
Yeah, great shot. He's just trying to get it past the goaltender here. It hits the pipe and goes into the net. That happened quick. That shot was delivered pretty quickly off the post after deflection, and it goes in the net.
San Jose's gone up by 1 here in this second period.
Pretty important goal to get to break the tie here as you get into the middle frame, and now you have a chance to control maybe the way the game's played.
San Jose goal scored on the power play by number 9, Evander Kane. The assist to number 88, Brent Burns, and number 62, Kevin LeBanc. Time of the goal, 9:37. Kane on the power play from Burns and LeBanc at 9:37.
Scrum ensues along the boards. Scooped up along the wall by Couture.
Kane's dangerous, and he's got the puck now. He had the go-ahead goal earlier on.
He's got the puck in his own zone. Offside is the call, and we'll have a face-off just outside the offensive zone. James and Ray with you tonight. More than half the period has been played. San Jose's got the momentum with a 1-goal lead. They'd love to add to that. This neutral zone face-off set to go, and we are back underway. San Jose's got the puck along the boards. He almost lost it for a second there, but regains control of the puck. Takes the feed. Now a quick pass to Walker. Quick feed down low. Just wide of the net. The Sharks gain control of the puck against the wall. Carries it in. Receives the pass. Lets the wrister go. Big time stop. He says, let's get physical on that play.
Well, that thing sounded like a car crash. When those two guys came together, he took the bad end of that hit. Now he needs some help at the bench.
Passes the puck over to Burke. Here's a chance behind the net. Here's the pass down low. Burke's got it in the offensive zone. Back at the point, they set it up. Too much congestion, blocks the shot. Tries to get it over to Nosen. Moves it quickly over to Nosen. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Move to the middle. Fantastic save.
This is a quality chance that the goaltender turns aside right from the slot.
Here's a short pass to Doughty. Shot. Oh, a clutch save.
Oh, he reads the play really well to get out and aggressive to make that save.
They've got numbers. Sends it over. And that one's broken up. Over the line they come. Centering pass. Oh, what a
got to make a better play there. He's done everything right. Now you just got to get the puck on the tape.
Ferraro's got the puck. Shot, and there's the save.
Moore's still trying to shake off the effects of this hit. He really took a thump there.
San Jose's message going into this one, when we talked to them at the morning skate, was to get a lot of pucks on net. They've done just that, and they lead as a result. Kopitar's won a big draw on their own end. Iafallo's got it in the defensive end. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Here's an odd man rush. Here's the pass. On the attack along the boards. And he slides it quickly to Meyer. Brown's got it across the line. Moves it to Iafallo. And that one's broken up. Breakaway. And that's a busted play.
Great effort to come all the way back. Beaten at one end. Turns it aside at the other.
Tremendous hustle. Here's a chance. Handles the puck. Takes it across the blue line. Oh, what a save with the glove!
Kings fans, I can't hear you. What you say? Go, Kings, go! Go, Kings, go! Go, Kings, go!
Here in the late goings of the period, this one has been a good back-and-forth contest. We're sitting with a 4-3 hockey game. Good read by the winger as the two centers tie up. Puts the puck on net, and he comes up with it. San Jose's up for good reason. They have been the more complete team offensively, which is why they lead late in the second. Couture's won the draw. Just line. Los Angeles gains a hold of the puck against the boards. Sent into the offensive zone. San Jose's got control of it now from their own end. And sends it just out of reach. Makes the save.
In tight, he had to make an excellent save.
He scores!
Brand new game. All that work has gone behind this, and we're back to even Steven.
Los Angeles goal scored by number 74, Nikolai Prohorkin. The assist to number 46, Blake Lizotte. And number 22, Trevor Lewis. Time of the goal, 17:02. Prohorkin from Lizotte and Lewis at 17:02.
Oh, he might be shaking his head after that one.
Pretty good shot, nice delivery of the shot, but the goaltender beats him.
Moves it around along the half wall. Solid check to slow him down. Nice pass. Quick feed to Wagner. Wagner slowed down with the hook, and the official's arm is in the air. And he's going to get 2 for hooking on the play, Ray.
He should. I mean, he gets his stick out parallel to the ice. He gets it across the player's midsection, and that's kind of a red flag for that penalty.
All right, Staples Center, your Kings are on the power play!
San Jose penalty to number 46, Joel Shellman. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 18:10. Shellman, a minor penalty for hooking at 18:10. Staples Center, let's get loud. Your Kings are on the power play.
Quick pass to Kopitar. Sends it across. Takes the feed. Slides that one right across the blue line. He scores! A couple goals in right around. goes for the face-off here now with a 1-goal lead.
This late in the second period, they should consider themselves fortunate.
Los Angeles goal scored on the power play by number 11, Anze Kopitar. The assist to number 26, Sean Walker. And number 12, Trevor Moore. Time of the goal, 18:49. Kopitar on the power play from Walker and Moore at 18:49.
Another chance here on the man advantage.
Last minute to play in the period. This is the McFlurry Minute.
And a solid job tying up his opponent. Good hit.
Los Angeles penalty to number 42, Gabriel Velarde. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 19:05. Velarde, a minor penalty for hooking at 19:05.
A chance to get it out. Off the glass and out of the zone. Consider that a win for the penalty killers for now.
You bet it is. Now they can get a change, get some fresh people on the ice.
And tries to make a diagonal pass to Kane. Puts it up front. Oh, he'll be shaking his head on that as they were so close. Sends the pass over. And that'll do it for period number 2.
That's the end of the second period with your score. Your Kings 5, San Jose 4. Shots on goal in the second period for San Jose 13, a 2-period total of 26. For your Kings 13, a 2-period total of 23.
And we'll be right back for what should be a very intriguing third.
Fans, not to put the cart in front of the horse at all, but let's just have a little appreciation for what this Kings team is accomplishing right now. 5-4 lead after 2 periods of play against the San Jose Sharks. And, while they haven't won anything yet here tonight, I still go back to that conversation that we had with Todd McClellan when this winning streak was about 5 games old. And he shared that when they came home from that New York trip, winless in 4 games, in advance of the trade deadline, unsure the direction of the team or how this veteran group, 1 year after they didn't handle that trade deadline well, how would they handle it under him? What would that buy-in be like? And well, look at this team right now. They're in position to win their 16th game out of 17. They're doing so and being opportunistic tonight against a divisional rival that has traditionally been a very stingy team to score against. Meanwhile, also good to see players like Trevor Moore find the score sheet once again. Blake Lizotte, a 3-point night. We also look back to Todd McClellan when there were 22 games left in the season saying, you've got 22 games to figure out where you fit in and what you can get done and accomplish here. And players like Moore, players like Lizotte, you see Nikolai Prohorkin also with a goal in that second period. They are taking advantage of a wide open opportunity as this Kings team, you don't want to say the P word, tries to make it look at least somewhat interesting in that final push. How many more different hyphens can I use before we get towards the playoffs, which they're not going to make? Or will they? We'll find out right after this. Another third period coming up. Enjoy, Kings fans, and thanks again for watching.
Welcome back, everyone. He's Ray. I'm James. Third period action ready to go. Los Angeles wins the draw here in their penalty killers. They go right back to work. And the defenders come up with the puck. Moves it quickly over to Thornton. To his teammate. Centered out in front. Turns it away.
Now, by being in the right position, James, he gets so tight to the shooter, there's nowhere for the puck to go.
Here's a short pass to Burns. Oh, fantastic save. Lightning quick reflexes. Oh, and another big stop.
Really sharp, never loses sight of the puck to make the second save. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. They're going to have to call that.
McDermott's been called for holding.
Like every player in the history of the game, he doesn't like to call, but he's going to have to go serve his minor penalty.
5-on-3 man advantage looms, but time is certainly on the penalty-killing unit side here.
They've been running around trying to get this game.
Los Angeles penalty to number 56, Curtis McDermott. 2 minutes for holding. Time of the penalty, 47 seconds. McDermott, a minor penalty for holding at 47 seconds.
And it's kicked away. San Jose's looking to break out. Takes it across the blue line, and now he moves it to Heed. Los Angeles takes possession of the puck. Here's a chance, a 2-on-1. That goes off a twig. Blocker save, and he's showing up big time tonight. Puck lands right back onto the blade, and a stick in the lane ends that threat. They've got numbers. It's a 2-on-1. Slides it across, and that shot gets caught in traffic. On the heels of their blades, trying to get it out, and he moves the puck across the blue line out of the defensive zone. Carries it across the line. Moves it to Ferraro. And he slides it quickly to Heed. Takes a shot. Scores! And the power play strikes again.
James, they've been working on this in practice for the last little while. It's come through big for them tonight. The old standby, low stick. The goalie beaten clean here. He can't catch it.
Lots of time left in this period. You can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. Kopitar's one possession.
San Jose goal scored on the power play by number 73, Noah Gregor. The assist to number 70, Alexander True, and number 72, Tim Heed. Time of the goal, 2:16. Gregor on the power play from True and Heed at 2:16.
And now it's grabbed by Meyer. Traps that puck tight into his chest. While the centers are jammed up, nice job by the winger to steal the puck. Berg's going to play it against the half wall. Quick feed to Shimmick. Here they are on the attack. Right in the slot. Denies him in front. Shot. Oh, and he completely blew it on that miss.
Yeah, you got to get it on the net, James. You've got an opportunity to score, and you don't even test the goal.
Los Angeles gets the puck near the boards. Here they come on the attack. And now he tries to get it across to Doughty. Into the corner. Can't keep a hold of the puck after that play. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Quick pass to Burns. Here's a shot. Gets in front of it. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. And it's a quick pass to Heed. Point-to-point pass. And that one gets big air over the net.
He powders this shot from the point, except it's over 4 feet high. It goes racing over the top of the net.
Might make the goaltender a little nervous next time he unloads. Getting closer to the halfway point of this frame. We are all tied up in this one. Amadio's won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone. And a great save!
Away from harm's way. That's a good save.
Moves it quickly over to Heed. Takes the feed at center and moves forward. Here's a chance right in the slot. And they come up empty-handed. Here's an opportunity. Traps that puck tight to his chest. Back underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. Slides the puck over. Anderson's got it along the wing. Quick shot, a rocker off the blocker. Big stop by the keeper.
Aggressive stop out on top of the crease to make the save on a dangerous chance.
Off the draw, nice job locking up his opponent. Gets a glove on it to make the save.
When they talk about people punching beyond their years, and that's what I think about Aiden.
Here is Dudas. Through traffic. Trying to break around Busby. Shoots, he scores.
Back across to Dudas. Shot and he scores.
He's somewhat fearless. He plays in the same way. If he was 6'2", he would play the same way.
He just gets his nose down. He does what needs to be done. He just is who he is, and the size is sort of out there, but he doesn't let it get in the way. And he doesn't slow him down.
I was born in Parry Sound, Ontario. Small community, population's about 6,000. It's pretty much cottage country in the summer. Obviously, it's the home of Bobby Orr, if you didn't know as well. So it's a great little town, and I love it there. And my family's been there. They were raised there.
Living in Parry Sound, everybody knows who you are. There are no secrets, and that is a good thing because everybody supports you as well.
Kids my age in high school wanted to go and get out of Parry Sound. They wanted to experience the city life and so on. I was never like that because I was more of an outdoors type person. To live here and to work here and build a family here is a dream.
My mom passed away when I was 3, and my stepmom's husband passed away around the same time. She's been my stepmom for, about 14 years, but, I call her mom because she's, been there ever since I was 5.
He was really relieved when our families came together because it was just a whole new group of people that, he got along with everybody.
I have one biological brother, one biological sister, and then 2 stepbrothers.
If you have brothers, and having 4 of them in one house, there was a lot of boy carrying on. That was crazy town.
The first year we lived in this house, we tried to build a rink on the lake, and that worked well for the first day or 2, and then it snowed, and then the slush came up, and it was a
problematic.
Well, it was a big job to try and keep it going. So the next season, I built a rink on land. So this is the area where the rink was.
We used to have, I don't know how many you put up there, but probably 10 or 12 floodlights as well up around the trees. So we'd have this whole place lit up.
You always want to be like your older brother. You always want to be better, and you always want to show them up. And they have older friends, so you want to show their friends.
I was a defenseman, so it was perfect. I would slide it to him, and he would hit a one-timer and put that on repeat for a few hours, and some hot chocolate, and getting the feeling back in your toes, and Dad checking in on us.
You always want the kids to have fun, and you can push them to be better, but you can't push them too hard that they don't have fun.
Aiden and I both have talked over the years about how much we respected that about Mom and Dad. It was like, at any time you could stop playing. It was never forced on us at all.
He loved playing local hockey because he loved being with his friends. But when he did make the jump, and I think he was first-year Bantam, that was a good move. That was the right time for him because that's when he really had the chance to excel.
Jersey, inside, Dudas scores!
The year before my draft year, I was playing, and I had a really good year. And a couple OHL teams, came and talked to me, and I was so nervous. I ended up going in the first round in the OHL draft.
Leaves it for Brady Lyle with Dudas to the net. Aiden Dudas waits, and he scores! Oh, baby, Aiden Dudas!
Leaving my family to go play hockey, it was tough, but it was probably the best decision of my life to go play junior. Owen Sound's been my home ever since I was 16, and everything about Owen Sound's great. The fans, my billets, I wouldn't have changed anything.
From the Owen Sound attack, Aiden Dudas.
I remember just before LA was picking, I looked over to my brother and I said, I think LA likes me. I had a good meeting with them, and then while I was talking to him, they called my name.
The Energizer Bunny was one of the terms that got thrown around the rink commonly when it came to Aiden.
It's the type of kid he is. He's really competitive, and he was always a real digger, and he wanted to be a part of everything going on.
To see, I can't even say it, to see Aiden play an NHL game, man, I can't even find the words.
I don't know how we will react, but we certainly will be looking forward to it.
Center's jammed up and the winger grabs the puck. Right to the middle, puts it off the post. San Jose's got a hold of it along the wall. Los Angeles takes possession of the neutral zone. Grabs control of it at the point. Stopped by the goaltender. Directed over to Nosen. Strong defensive effort. Here's a shot. Big time save with the blocker. Tape-to-tape pass to center. Fires it into the offensive zone. The Kings get a hold of the puck along the boards. Along the half wall with the puck. Takes a shot. Denied by the goaltender. Takes the feed into the middle now. From one point man to another. Stopped by the goaltender.
The shooter's right in the guts of the ice, but the goalie squares up, spreads out, and makes the save.
They've got the defense outnumbered. Hammers it on net. Puck scooped up by Vlasic. Right up the gut. Here they go. And they'll dump it in. Los Angeles takes possession along the wall. Moves the puck along the half wall. And now he angles it across to Lewis. Moves the puck. Sends a pass over. Here's a short pass to Meyer. Comes up with the stop. Plenty of playing time left in this frame. It's all tied up. Good read by the winger as the two centers tie up. Sends it over to Burke. Takes the feed. Puck picked up by Hutton. Now a quick pass to Moore. That goes wide.
Yeah, he's going to have to adjust the sights on that one. That thing's off target by a long way.
Hammers one from the point. Way too much congestion blocks that. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Redirected in front. Great pad save.
Sharp reaction save. Oh, look at that. Here we go. We got a penalty coming up right here.
There's the whistle stopping play. Penalty coming up here. Shimmick's getting 2 for hooking.
Even though he's going to argue this, I mean, there's nothing to argue about. His stick gets across the player's midsection. It's a penalty.
All right, Staples Center, your Kings are on the power play!
Face-off and another opportunity to take a look at the
San Jose penalty to number 51, Radim Shimmick. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 10:24. Shimmick, a minor penalty for hooking at 10:24. That means your Kings are on the power play.
Kings fans, it's a power play. Come on, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Go, Kings, go! Go, Kings, go! Go, Kings, go!
More than half the frame has been played here. The next goal could be a big one as we are tied. Good job tangling up his opponent here. And manages to clear the zone. Los Angeles will play it from behind the net. Doughty's taking the puck behind his net. Carries it in. Sends it over. Here's a shot. That one's off the blocker. Referee signaling for a penalty. Looks like we got a hooking call coming up. Here comes the call from the official. Pretty cut and dry from up here, and the official saw it firsthand with hooking the call.
It's a penalty of being in bad position, and I think when you impede a player like this, they should call the hooking penalty every time.
Penalty killing unit set to earn their keep tonight as they'll try to kill off a 5-on-3 man advantage.
San Jose penalty to number 38, Mario Ferraro. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 11:09. Ferraro, a minor penalty for hooking at 11:09. Let's hear it, LA. Your Kings are on the 5-on-3 power play.
Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. And that was stopped. Off the draw, and he ties up his opponent. Gets it out of his own end. Los Angeles has it near the wall. And he gains the zone here. Moves it to Doughty. Receives the pass. Makes the save. What a reaction with the blocker. Quick feed. What a shot. He scores!
Oh, man, I really thought he had this covered, Jake. You can tell from his body language. But it beats him. Hits the post. One-timer right in front of the net. The pass is there. He's got no time to do anything with it. And he beats the goalie.
Los Angeles has broken the tie here in the third. They've got the 1-goal lead. What's the message on the bench?
Music to my ears, James, is that the coach is prodding them to stay aggressive. To go
Los Angeles goal scored on the power play by number 11, Anjay Kopitar. The assist to number 51, Austin Wagner. And number 23, Dustin Brown. Time of the goal, 11:57. Kopitar on the power play from Wagner and Brown at 11:57.
Quick pass to Iafallo. Off the mask of the goaltender. Boy, right between the eyes. James and Ray with you tonight. The Kings have taken the lead here over the last few minutes. They'd love to build on it. Oh, and they go back on offense. Denied by the goaltender. Los Angeles players were saying earlier this morning that they wanted to create more offense. They have done just that, and they lead here in the third. And a solid job tying up his opponent. Centering pass! Knocked away. And now it's over to Heed. San Jose's got the puck against the boards. The Kings fire blanks on the power play. We're back to even strength here.
Well, their goaltender's going to be the happiest guy on the ice. Usually, as of late, when they get shorthanded, he just gets pounded in there. But the PK did a nice job, and they killed the penalty off.
Slides the pass over to Doughty. Carries the puck up through center. Slides it over to Burke. They've got numbers. The Sharks have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Over the line they come. Here's the pass. And he stands tall in goal. defensive play. Ferk's got it against the boards. Kind of lost control for a second there, but regains possession. And that one's turned away. Moves it quickly over to Meyer. Los Angeles gains a hold of the puck against the boards. Handles the puck. Snapper from the slot. Wide.
You don't get the puck dead center very often. He's got to capitalize.
You wonder if that'll come back to haunt them. Shot! That's turned aside from the blocker. Here's a short pass to Ferk. Takes it across the blue line. Lets it go. Scores! That's 2 unanswered now.
Now they stayed right on it. Once they got that first one, they just pushed it.
They'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. Coutures won the draw here in the neutral zone.
Los Angeles goal scored by number 46, Blake Lizotte. The assist to number 29, Martin Ferk. And number 8, Drew Doughty. Time of the goal, 15:36. Lizotte from Ferk and Doughty at 15:36.
And they'll roll the power play unit right back out.
Hey, another power play for them. They've been successful tonight. I don't think they changed the script much here.
Takes the puck as the
Los
clock
Angeles
ticks down
penalty
on the
to number 22, Trevor Lewis. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 15:44. Lewis, a minor penalty for tripping at 15:44.
into offensive territory. LeBank's got it in the offensive zone. Wrist shot from the slot and makes the save.
Yeah, he flashes the leather there to make the stop on a really difficult chance.
Late goings of this period. Los Angeles seems to be looking for more after increasing their lead to 2 goals. Nice start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. Oh, what a save in front!
And he came out and challenged him. Good save.
Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Not even close.
Not close to anything. The net's been the same size for 100 years.
Takes that pass back at the point and tries to make a diagonal pass to LeBanc. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. That was a good-looking chance, but he turned it away. Taken along the wall by Nosen. Nosen! That's a scores!
The power play cashed in earlier. They do so again here. Really nice effort for the extra man. He's in the bumper position in the middle of the slot. They move the puck around to find him in the middle, and he makes no mistake.
San Jose's come back with a big one here in the third.
Grind away, dig away, now you got a chance, only trailing by 1 goal.
Coutures won it.
San Jose goal scored on the power play by number 70, Alexander True. The assist to number 73, Noah Gregor. Time of the goal, 16:59. True on the power play from Gregor at 16:59.
The puck here, he's got to find it, and then he gets his body right in front of it. That's a good save.
Right in front of the net, and that one's broken up. Dell's on top of the puck, and that'll stop the play.
Pretty conservative play here, James, as he covers it up to kill the play. Those are the saves that are gifts from the goaltender. That looked like an automatic goal. He's able to make the stop.
San Jose's offensive struggles have been the story tonight. Lots of chances, just not a lot of results. And momentum on their side as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Carlson swooping in on the attack. And there's the whistle as he elects to slow things down a little.
A pretty good decision here with the play starting to break down in front of him.
Here in the late goings of the period, San Jose's trailing by 1. Thornton's won the draw here in the offensive zone. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. Gets a hold of the puck here at his own end. Looking to make something happen along the boards. The Sharks gain possession along the wall. Thornton's carrying it ahead. Los Angeles tries to break out from their own end and makes the save.
Oh, he had to get up tight to the puck. In close. He takes
Last
away
minute of play in the period.
Up along the wing. Under a minute to go here in regulation time. And that's picked off. Moves it to Thornton. Back to the point it goes. They desperately need a goal. The net is empty and the extra attacker's out. Takes it off, and they turn on the pressure. Snaps one on net. Oh, that gets a piece of the stick.
Dead center. Excellent save.
Quick feed to Kopitar. A chance to end it. Off target. Puck grab by Heed. Gaining momentum up along the side. Takes the pass from the left wing. And now it's grabbed by Kane. Blocker saved by the goalkeeper. In on a breakaway with the empty net. And there's the insurance marker much needed for them on this night.
It's amazing how many times.
Los Angeles goal scored by number 19, Alex Iafallo. Unassisted. Time of the goal, 1948. Iafallo, unassisted at 1948.
The insurance mark, you see this more and more now, Ray, where goalies are pulled much earlier.
The odds have shown that you need more time than just 45 or 50 seconds to a minute to score. So they yank the goalie early. They try to push for the equalizer. It just doesn't work for them.
Here's a shot! Gobbles that puck up with his chest. San Jose's running out of time. They need to find a goal here quickly as they trail late in the third. Books, a fun one tonight for Ray Ferraro. My name is James Sabalski. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Good night.
That concludes tonight's game with the final score, your Kings 8, San Jose 6. Shots on goal in the third period for San Jose 25, a game total of 51. For your Kings 20, a game total of 43. Now it's time for tonight's 3 stars of the game. Tonight's third star from San Jose, number 70, Alexander True. Tonight's second star from your Kings with a goal and 2 assists, number 29, Martin Burke. And tonight's first star from your Kings with a goal and 3 assists, number 46, Blake Lizotte.
Tried to prove myself to you, baby. I've been staying down with patience, taking me through all of your phases. How you traded, all trading places. Late in the midnight hour, you made the worst decisions. I was always there to listen.
All right. Welcome back, Kings fans. Another win for LA, 8-6 over the San Jose Sharks. Joining me tonight, LA Kings PA announcer Dave Joseph. How are you doing, Dave?
Jesse, I am fantastic. What a big win for your LA Kings. Huge to come back to Staples Center and get a W. I love it.
That's right. What do you always say? The first game back after a road trip is the hardest.
Jesse. It's always the toughest one. You know that, brother.
And a huge guest tonight, Will Wheaton. How are you doing tonight, Will?
I am feeling good, my man. That was a sick game. I am so hyped for the Kings to come back from a huge road trip, huge road victory, and then to keep it going here at Staples. I'm feeling good.
It was a fun night, but Dave, there's something a little bit off. I gave you my Stanley Cup the other night. I'm going to have to ask for that back. My room's just not the same without it.
Sorry, I forgot all about that. Here you go.
Let me just get out of your way, fellas.
Well, all right. Oh, okay. There we go. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate that.
All right. Glad to help out.
All right. So let's talk about that game. First star of the game. He took a huge hit in the third period there, but Blake Lizotte with 1 goal, 3 assists, +2, almost 19 minutes and 2 shots. Will, how excited were you to see Blake Lizotte come up with a huge game like that?
Lizotte's one of my absolute favorite players right now. I love him. I love Prohorkin. I absolutely love these young players. I have so much respect for Lizotte specifically because I think, he's 19? He's a little kid. And he is skating shoulder to shoulder with some of the greatest players in the game right now. He's so fun to watch. And when he got leveled there in the third, I'm not going to lie, it hurt my heart a little bit because he's my boy.
Dave, what do you think about the game? And let's go ahead and reference the entire season for Blake Lizotte. He's been impressive.
Well, yeah, and nobody saw it, I don't think, out of training camp. Nobody pegged Blake Lizotte to be in in the starting lineup for the LA Kings. So I think it's a big step for him, and he's grown as the season has progressed. And like Will said, he's fun to watch, and you can just see he brings the energy every night. Good energy guy to have out there, and I love watching him play.
Second star of the game, Martin Ferk with a goal and 2 assists. Not only that, but a 6-game point streak now. Will, how excited were you to see Martin Ferk get back on the board?
I think Ferk is terrific. He's such an incredible story to be unsigned and undrafted, and then to show up the way that he did. Not only is he a tremendous player, but he fits into the system and the chemistry of this team so unbelievably well. I can't remember the last time the Kings had that giant cannon of a slap shot just ready to go every time the puck is on his stick. And like Lizotte, he's so much fun to watch. In my NHL 20, the very first slap shot breakaway goal I scored was with Martin Ferk, and I leapt up out of my chair and threw the controller down and strutted around in celebration of Martin Ferk's greatness because I love him that much.
Dave, you and I were at the AHL All-Star game where he set the record with the hardest slap shot, 109.2. When are we going to see him unleash a shot that hard in game action?
Man, we might have seen it already. He's had a couple of blasts this year that are Ovechkin-esque, and they might even be, dare I say, faster than the shot that Ovechkin unleashes every night. I don't know. I mean, that shot at the AHL All-Star game was incredible. We knew it as soon as it came off his stick, right? I mean, everyone kind of let out a collective awe in the crowd. Yeah. There was a groan. So you can see it. It's got a different feel. It sounds different when it comes off his stick, and it looks different when it comes off his stick compared to anybody else. It's pretty amazing.
Ordinarily, I'm not one for caring about the hardest shot contest, but when he took that shot, I got excited. Will, we've got a couple questions. One person in the Twitch chat, and by the way, thank you for everybody watching on Twitch, on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever it is you're watching this. We do appreciate it. But Will, some people surprised that it was actually the Will Wheaton and not just somebody on Twitch with a Will Wheaton screen name. But some people want to know, are there any other Kings fans that you've worked with on any of the shows or movies you've participated in?
I have never worked with another person who is as big a Kings fan as I am. I went to my first game in probably 1980, I want to say 84, 85, 86, that era, like toward the end of the Triple Crown line. Like that was when I started going to games. The Kings weren't an especially great team then. We were definitely not a hockey town. And those two things, man, I loved it. I was like, this takes work. And like this is a sport that's weird, that doesn't make sense, that's not native to Southern California. I'm all in. The only other entertainer I know, who I know personally, who loves the Kings as much as I do, is Colin Hanks. I consider myself to be an exceptionally good company in that regard.
Colin Hanks, a huge Kings fan, has participated in a ton of stuff with the Kings. Will, another question for you. We had wondered this before the game started, but Mrs. Steve Bone wants to know, favorite memory as a Kings fan and why?
I mean, it's so hard to not just say the Stanley Cup in 2014 because we waited so long for that to happen. Like it is to see the Marty's jazz hands when that goal went in. I mean, like that is that is for me. It's as iconic as Bobby Orr flying through the air, right? Like, I mean, it's just like it's so seared into my memory forever. But so many incredible memories. I wasn't at the Miracle on Manchester, but I was at what they called in the day the Massacre on Manchester, which was another game on the anniversary of the Miracle on Manchester, where the Kings beat the Oilers 10 or 11 to like 4 or 6 or something like that. And it was one of those great rivalry games in the late 80s where there was just line brawl after line brawl. And like, it was such an exciting game in a playoff series that the Kings ended up not winning, but it absolutely didn't matter because it was just so much fun.
We've got a question here from Queen Xander, who sang the national anthem tonight and did a phenomenal job. That was amazing. She wants to know, if we could build a perfect Kings team with any Kings players, past or present, who would you pick? I'm going to go ahead and limit it to one line. I'll start with the goalie to make it easy on everybody. I'll go with Jonathan Quick. Dave, why don't you handle the defense? And then Will, if you can give us 3 forwards.
Sure.
Defense. I would have to say Rob Blake and Drew Doughty.
Safe picks. Well, 3 forwards out of all the 50-some years of Kings hockey.
Well, we're going to center with Wayne Gretzky, of course. And as much as it pains me to break up the Triple Crown line, I think we're going to put Dion on the wing, and I think I'm going to put Kopitar in the other wing, even though he's naturally a center.
Wow.
Yeah, I know he's naturally a center.
Sorry, Will. The correct answer is Luc Robitaille.
Luc Robitaille.
It is Luc Robitaille. You're right. I'd like to resubmit my answer, please.
All right. We'll allow you one.
The correct answer is Robitaille and Dion, centered by Gretzky. Obviously, everybody knows that. Come on. What a silly. I mean, that's ridiculous. What kind of moron wouldn't know the answer to that?
Now, Will, Hannah Davey wants to know, do you play hockey? If so, what position?
I did. I played all through high school. I was a goalie. I played in Burbank at the Pickwick, and I played street hockey almost every day, all through my teens and well into my mid-20s. When I was in my 20s, I was playing it as a dad with my kids, so I wasn't playing as aggressively as I did when I was playing with my friends in high school. But I love it. I am not in really super shape these days. I'm not in great cardio shape, and I have a hip injury that just does not want to heal. But I miss it. I miss it all the time. I'm a runner now, so I'm getting the cardio back up. I'm no Daryl Evans. I don't think any of us are. But I miss it. I miss it all the time. And I every time I go by Pickwick, I get some fond memory of having played there.
Dave, I know you played collegiate hockey and still play. What position were you?
I played defense. And I just have a question for Will. Will, did you ever play against Jesse's team in roller hockey from the Garden Grove Hockey League? Did you ever play there or no?
I don't
think so. If we were going to play Garden Grove, we had to be on the traveling team, and I'm just not good enough for that. I was in sort of the lower division. I was in kind of like the everyone gets to play division.
That sounds a lot like my division, a bronze level adult rec league.
Definitely rookie with NHL 94 controls enabled.
Yeah. Will, you said you played goalie. Any goalies from Kings past that you're particularly fond of?
Kelly Rudy for life, man. I was the biggest Kelly Rudy fan. I did not need to wear a blue headband under my helmet, but you know that I did. And I wear number 35 because I felt number 35 was likely going to be the next number for a Kings goalie numerically, because you had Rudy and then you had McSorley with 33. 34 doesn't feel like a good goalie number to me. It doesn't look right on a jersey to me, so I took 35. If you ever see,
I think Byron Defoe wore number 34. But sorry, go ahead.
If you ever see me at Staples Center, a few years ago, the Kings did the coolest gift for us season ticket holders, where we got these sweaters that are like King sweaters with the Stanley Cup stuff across the back, and we could put whatever name and number we wanted on them. And instead of putting a Kings player number on mine, I put my number and my name on it. So every now and then you'll see me at Staples wearing that.
There you go. Kings fans, go ahead and fill up that chat on the Twitch chat channel. Again, we want to thank everybody listening on YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch, on Facebook, all across the platforms. Let's go ahead and talk about these real games that have been taking place over the last month or so. Dave, I asked you during the third period, who do you thought was leading the team in scoring since the 11th of March?
Since the 11th of March, Martin Ferk, would Ferk be the correct answer?
That is correct. In games against Anaheim, Montreal, Boston, Vancouver, Arizona, Dallas, Nashville, St. Louis, Chicago, and San Jose. I'm going to have to do the math real quick in my head. He had 1 goal against Anaheim. Yeah, it is. 3 against Montreal. 4, 5, 6 goals. 8, 9, 10, 12, I don't know. A lot of assists. Martin Ferk going ahead, leading the way. Anze Kopitar just right behind him, nipping at his heels, leading this rush to the playoffs, as John Rosen mentioned during the second intermission. Tracy wants to know, Will, how many jerseys do you have?
I probably have close to a dozen. I have, let's see, leftover from the old days, I've got the McSorley that I'm wearing, and a Rudy from the Stanley Cup run in 93, and a Berthiaume from probably 90 or 91. It's a super deep cut. I was a goalie, and I loved goalies, and I thought he was great. Wow. I still have my Dave Taylor jersey from when I was in middle school. Wow. I am way too big for it now. And then modern jerseys, I've got a Carter All-Star jersey, Kopitar with the assistant captain. Obviously have to have a Bailey jersey, clearly. And then I love hockey teams that don't exist anymore. So I have a Gordie Howe Hartford Whalers jersey.
Oh, wow. That's great.
And I have a Guy Lafleur Quebec Nordiques jersey. And I love wearing those out to Staples because the people who actually see those and are like, oh, man, like especially, I don't know anybody who doesn't love the Whalers. I mean, maybe Boston fans, but like I don't know anybody who doesn't have some affection for the Whalers as an organization. And it's super fun to meet people that are that deep into it. Oh, and then I also have a jersey that is from a place called Geeky Jerseys. They made a team called the Crushers.
Yeah.
And it's got Wesley Crusher's rainbow stripes across the sleeves. I got number 8 on my jersey because I was number 8 on the call sheet for Next Generation. And then it's got a picture of Wesley on the crest. It is so cool. It's so cool. I love it. I don't wear it very often. I only wear it for real special occasions, but I love it.
Was that the company that made the Ghostbusters hockey jersey as well?
Yeah, and I think I have a Last Starfighter jersey from them as well.
Wow.
I'm just going to take my glasses off. It's so warm in my office; they're fogging up. Yeah, but it's great, and it's got on the back, at the neck, it has an insert coin patch. It's very very cool.
For the Last Starfighter.
I'm not in a business relationship with them, but I will endorse the heck out of geekyjerseys.com. They make really cool stuff.
They do. And you mentioned the first jersey you ever got in junior high. This one right here behind me is my first jersey that I got in junior high. It's a Luc Robitaille. I later had to replace it with this guy that I'm sitting on. But
that's great.
But yeah, Dave, what about you? Any Kings jerseys that fans would be insanely jealous to know you have?
I don't have any, to be honest with you, but my wife has a bunch, probably 15 to 20 in the closet, and they're Drew Doughty and Jeff Carter's and Luc Robitaille's and Rob Blake, you name it, it's in there. And there's the 50th anniversary jersey, and there are some all-star jerseys, and yeah, she's got a pretty good collection.
What about that one I see number 44, Joseph, over your right shoulder?
That's this one over here?
Yeah, that's the one.
That one is that's from Fantasy Camp a couple of years ago. It's from LA Kings Fantasy Camp, yeah.
Well, you got to do fantasy camp with the Kings? Exactly. That's so cool.
I don't know if the fans are jealous, but I'm jealous, and I know Will.
Well,
no way.
Will Wheaton, you should come out and be a part of fantasy camp. It's a lot of fun.
I'm not good enough to do that. I will
Sure
kill
you are.
myself.
Absolutely. If I can play, you can play, Will Wheaton.
I'm pretty sure I just pulled my hamstring thinking about it, and I feel like I dislocated a rib.
That's pretty much what I do too. No, so I was in charge of the Alumni Association for a couple of years, so I had to bring in a lot of the alumni back into town for fantasy camp. So they let me be a part of the fantasy camp, and it's really a great experience. The campers have a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. The alumni that come back have a lot of fun. So it's a blast. It really is a blast for 4 days.
That is just the coolest thing.
I want to take advantage of you being here. I won't pester you with too many questions about your career, but I will say, obviously everybody knows Stand By Me, Star Trek, The Big Bang Theory, but I was looking down your IMDb page, a ton of voice work, a ton of, guest appearances and everything. But is there one role that fans more frequently come up to you and say, throw you a line or a quote or say that role meant something to you, to them, sorry?
It depends. Like, I could live at the center of a Venn diagram of Stand By Me, Star Trek, and The Big Bang Theory. And I just never really know where I'm going to be in those overlapping circles at any given time. It really depends, honestly, on kind of like what's been on TV most recently. Before we had things on demand, I could tell that like AMC had run Stand By Me because a lot of people would come to me and talk to me about it. And I would know, they've just seen it on cable. Same thing with Big Bang Theory. If one of my episodes is on, then it tends to sort of go up in public a little bit more. I have 2 stories about that I think are entertaining. One, I was in San Francisco, and my wife and I were waiting at a red light, and a fellow was jogging by, and he jogged by and he looked at me, and there's a look that people get, and I can tell, right? It's that, I know? Oh, okay. Like, I see that. It happens all the time. And I'd say about half the time, that person comes back and says, I feel like I know you, but I don't know where from. Where did you go to high school? They think we went to school together because I was on their TV when they were in school. Like, that's sort of like kind of what happens. But this guy comes by and he goes, do you work on The Big Bang Theory? And I go, I do. And he says, you play Will Wheaton on The Big Bang Theory. And I go, I do. And he goes, I feel like such a jerk. I don't know your name.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's great.
And then I was in Canada. I was working in Canada on a show called Eureka, a show that I love, that I am incredibly proud of. And I had a day off, and I had to go buy some jeans. So I went down to the Hudson Bay Company to buy some jeans. And I walked out of the store, and I got back to my apartment, and I saw that the little security tag thing was still on the jeans, and the alarm didn't go off. So, I got to go back and get this thing taken off. So I walk back, and I'm walking to the store, and everybody is looking at me like I have a second head growing out of my neck. Like, everybody's looking at me, and I'm like, what did I do? And I have a ton of social anxiety and like generalized anxiety disorder. So I'm like starting to get really freaked out. And I think, do they think I stole these? Am I going to get like Canadian jailed because of this and stuff? And I take it back up to the... I take it up to the counter, and the woman helping me says, oh, hey, I saw you on The Big Bang Theory last night. I didn't know that it had aired the night before on CTV. So people were seeing me and going, oh, that's that guy that was on my TV last night. All it did was absolutely terrify me and make me think that I was going to Canada jail. But everything worked out.
But if you had, I'm sure it would be a super nice jail. We're going to get to 2 more questions unless people on Twitch want to fill up that chat with more questions. First one is somebody wants to know who we think the next prospect to sign is. Obviously, I'm blanking on his name. Madden. Whatever Madden's first name is. Tyler Madden, I think. Right? Because we already have 2 Trevors on the team. Madden.
We can't have a third Trevor.
I know, I get the Tylers and the Trevors mixed up in my head, but he just signed his 3-year entry-level contract. Very promising young player. But Dave, any thoughts on who might be the next young player to join the Kings, either from college or from Europe?
That's a good question. From Europe, I don't know. I would have to say it's probably a college player first. I don't want to go out on a limb and pick one guy. Oh, look, we have a special guest appearance.
We do.
It's my wife, Ann Wheaton, coming by to say hello.
Because Ann needed me to come in here. In my pajamas.
Say hi to the internet.
What's on the floor?
All
Confetti from the Kings win, eh?
How's it going, guys?
Hello.
And wheat, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I'll jump
They're
in.
saying
and
hello
say,
to you.
Yeah, I think Cole Hultz is probably the next one from Penn State. Defenseman at the collegiate level at NCAA. Lots of promise. John Rosen has been talking about the fact that he'll probably come out and join the team at the end of this season. Unclear now when that'll happen, but appears to be, maybe not NHL ready, but very close to it.
Yeah, when is the end of the season? Do we know? We don't know.
We do not know. We do not know. Everything's been postponed, and I think earlier this morning, Toronto even banned all public gatherings until the end of June. So who knows what's going to happen there? Will, a question from Karen says she enjoyed doing the Ready Room. Did you enjoy doing the Ready Room as much as it seemed? She watched 6 episodes before she started Picard. She says your show truly enhanced the experience. Like your wife, she was newer to Star Trek, so she says thank you and wants to know if it was as much fun as it seemed.
Okay, that's super kind, and that means so much to me. Thank you. My wife is not a Star Trek fan. She is not a science fiction fan. She is a Kings fan, but she is not a science fiction or Star Trek fan at all. When I was hired to do Ready Room, the after show for the Picard show, they gave me secure links to watch episodes early so that I would be prepared. So I asked Anne if she wanted to watch with me, and she has heard me talk about Patrick and all of the Star Trek people. She knows the Star Trek cast. They're my family, so she knows all of them, but she's not a big fan of the show, and she fell in love with Picard, and that was when I knew that this show was going to be something incredibly special. Just 3 episodes in, she was like, "Can we watch the next one? Can we watch the next one?" And I love that. So I had that in my mind when I was doing Ready Room. I thought there's a lot of people watching this who aren't Star Trek fans the way I am a Star Trek fan. And I think that it's very important that I make this program accessible to all of those people and make it possible for them to be included in the fandom celebration of the show. And it means so much to me that you got that from it and that you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I don't know if we're going to do more. We haven't talked about it yet. Obviously, everything in the world is kind of up in the air at the moment. So I don't even know what their schedule is and when it would happen. A typical follow-up question tends to be, would you do it again if they asked? And oh boy, would I. I have absolutely loved it.
We've got another question here. They want to know if there was a player that you were starstruck or nervous to meet. Dave, we'll start with you. Any player that sort of caught you off guard?
Yeah. Well, the obvious answer is the greatest ever, Wayne Gretzky. The first time I met Wayne Gretzky, it was kind of, wow, is that really him? Wow, that's really him. This is really happening right now. Oh my God, what am I going to say? And that's really in a nutshell. In what felt like 2 minutes, probably went by in about 5 seconds in my head. It's just amazing to meet the guy, and then he couldn't have been a nicer, more humble guy, and was super nice and just awesome guy.
And how about you, Will?
I have had 2 experiences. I got to actually, I've had 3 experiences. I got to meet Kyle Clifford, and that was super cool. That was only about 3 years ago. Ann and I were flying home from, I want to say, Toronto, and I saw this fellow on the plane who looked super familiar to me, and I said to Ann, I think that's one of the Kings, and I looked him up on my phone, and I texted Bailey. And I said, is Kyle Clifford nice? Because I don't want to introduce myself to somebody if they're not nice. And he says he and his wife are the coolest people you'll ever meet in your entire life. Their son was with them. Their son was just walking. And I introduced myself to them and tried real hard to keep it together. And I think I probably slimed him a little bit. But then we took selfies when we got to the airport. So that when we landed at LAX, that was super cool. I have a Wayne Gretzky story also. I still can't believe I got to meet him. I actually met Wayne right after I met Gordie Howe. So I was working out. I was working out in an afternoon open skating session at the Pasadena Ice, and Gordie Howe came in because he was taking some photographs for something, and they just wanted him on a hockey rink. So there's Gordie Howe in Red Wings gear, standing on a rink that I practiced in 3 times a week. And I had one of my goalie sticks with me, and I skated over to him, and I said, "I'm just a huge fan. Would you sign this for me?" And he said, "Yeah, absolutely." And he grabbed a pen and he signed Gordie Howe. I took that stick when I met Wayne Gretzky. So I was working at Paramount. And Arsenio Hall had his talk show on the same lot where we were doing, where we were doing Star Trek. So I was in a ton of weird makeup for this particular Star Trek episode. I was only, this day we were filming me in the holodeck. And if anyone out there is a fan of Next Generation, maybe you remember Barclay putting all of his versions of the bridge crew in the holodeck. And he put Wesley in the holodeck eating a bunch of blueberry pie and dressed like Gainsborough's painting The Blue Boy. So I had rouge on my cheeks and my hair was all back. And a big wig on and all that. The publicist for Next Generation comes over to me and says, "Wayne Gretzky is at the Arsenio Hall show. I know you're a hockey fan. Do you want to meet him?" I happened to have my goalie gear in my car because I was going to practice after work. So I go, yes. I run to my car and get my goalie stick. And I come running back. I'm still in full Blue Boy gear. I look like I have stepped out of an 18th century painting. And I go over to the Arsenio Hall show stage, and there I am. That's how I met Wayne Gretzky, looking like the Blue Boy, holding a goalie stick. And I'm fumbling for words. I'm like, I mean, you know, he's Wayne Gretzky. There is only one way. There will never be another hockey player like him. There are players that come close, but there's never going to be another Gretzky. It's just not possible. And he looks at my stick and he goes, "You have Gordie Howe's autograph. That's so cool." And I go, I know, thank you. And he goes, "Well, do you want me to sign the other side?" And I go, yes. So that stick is signed by Wayne Gretzky and Gordie Howe and Daniel Berthiaume. I had him sign it at Tippecanoe because I was such a big fan. So that's my Wayne Gretzky story.
I think that is the quintessential one of these things is not like the other. But Will, I know you also had a chance to try your hand at coaching, specifically the mascot game at the All-Star game. What was that like?
It was amazing. I am undefeated behind the bench.
That's right.
I coached the Western Conference mascots to a victory over the East Coast. I put Bailey out for a penalty shot toward the end of the game. I can't remember how that played out, but I believed in him. Hometown boy, hometown hero, always brings his A game.
That's right.
Loves to be on the ice. A tremendous competitor, and I would not change a thing about that game if I could go back and do it all over again. Very proud of everybody out there, even Wild Wing.
Oh, wow. Well, I don't know about that. Trevor 9 wants to know if you ever got a chance to play against Keanu Reeves.
I never did. You know, I always wanted to. There was a hot minute where I got to play with a traveling celebrity team. I don't know how I got on this team, but I got to play on a team with like Alan Thicke and Jason Priestley and Mike Eruzione and Jim Craig. And we went to Chicago and I took slap shots from Stan Mikita. Like, it was crazy. This would have been around 1990, maybe 1991. We just traveled. I got to play in the Boston Garden. I got to play at Reunion Arena. It was really, really fun. I always felt like I didn't deserve to be there. I always felt like I wasn't as good as these guys. I wasn't as famous as these guys. It was the way that my mental illness and anxiety expressed itself at that time. And I wish I could go back and just enjoy the experience and not feel like I had to earn it or prove anything to anybody. But I was only like 18 or 19 years old. And like, you know, before we came on the air, I was talking about how much I respect Prohorkin for being as young as he is and playing at the level that he is playing in a country where he doesn't speak the language. Like, it's crazy just how the amount of pressure and the expectations. And I know from being a child actor, sort of what it's like to be a child athlete, just what you have to sacrifice to be playing at the level they are playing at 19 years old blows my mind. And I hope that Kings fans appreciate what we are getting to see right now with these young players, these new players, these rookies, the Reign players who are coming up to the NHL, who are getting to play for the very first time in the big leagues. These are the guys that are going to win us a Stanley Cup. The next cup we get, it's going to be on the backs of these guys. Getting to see these guys now and know what they have sacrificed to be not even 5 steps into the journey toward the Stanley Cup. I just have such tremendous respect for them, and I'm just so grateful that we get to watch them and be entertained by them so often.
Yeah, I mean, Dave and I get to see it all the time. Well, Dave sees it more than I do, but when we head out to Reign games, you've got Bjorn Foot and Kupari and Södergren, right? All these 19, 18-year-old kids coming over. Like you said, the language barriers there, the cultural barrier. You know, they have to figure out how to get an apartment, how to, buy a car, pay for car insurance,
And adapt to an entirely new culture.
Like, play hockey against grown men.
Yeah. I mean, they've got to go out there and play against Thornton, who's played longer than they've been alive.
That's right.
It's just incredible to me. Like I remember Jim Fox saying on a broadcast, the Kings were just getting killed by somebody. And pick any other team. They were getting killed by somebody this season. And I remember Foxy saying, like, it's tough to watch these games, but what an exciting time to be a Kings fan. Like, we are investing the payoff when the Kings make the playoffs, the payoff when they go to the conference final is going to be so huge for those of us that are watching these guys mature now. Like, I remember when the Kings didn't win against Montreal in 1993, I thought that was it. I thought that was the one chance this team had mortgaged everything on those skaters, and we couldn't get it done. And I was like, it's never going to happen again. I know how it felt in 2012. If you're just becoming a Kings fan now, you have something really special ahead of you.
Yeah, it's I'm always sort of jealous of Kings fans who got on the bandwagon in 2012 or 2013 and got, their first experiences watching hockey was seeing those wins, seeing those incredible teams that were for 2 or 3 years, probably the flagship franchise of the NHL, and didn't have to sit through 20 miserable, heartbreaking years of
curved sticks and non-calls.
Yeah, exactly. But I think we're going to wrap it up there. It's getting late, but Will Wheaton, thank you so much for joining us. We would love to have you on All the Kings Men.
I would love it, man. When we can be in the same place again, I would love to do that. Anytime, if the season gets extended or if we come in next year, whatever. Like, I'm ride or die for the Kings, you guys. So, and I love this team. I love this game. I love hockey and LA hockey fans. It's a great part of my life. It's a really positive part of my life at a moment in my life where, like, I just need something that's familiar and soothing and like listen, everybody watching this, like, we know what's happening in the world right now. We just spent some time watching a simulated hockey game together because we needed to be together. Because we needed to share something fun together. You know what I haven't thought about for the last 90 minutes to 2 hours? That the world is on fire. I'm really grateful for that. I've said this to you in person, Bailey, but I'm going to say it to you on the internet. Thank you for doing this. And Dave and Jesse, like, thank you for doing this for us. Like, I have been looking forward to this all day, and boy, was it worth the wait.
Well, with that win, the Kings do have 82 points. A playoff spot still technically, mathematically, a possibility.
Yeah, here we go.
I'm feeling it, you guys. It's going to be an exciting postseason.
Dave, thanks again, as always, for joining me.
Thank you, Jesse, and thank you, Will. We appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, and
it's such a pleasure, you guys. Go Kings, go!
Go Kings,
go! Kings, go!